Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to CCxRC. What a beautiful fall day it is here. Nice and crisp. Sun is just beginning to set, but look at the colors back there. Man, our lights are kicking on here on the porch. And I've got this awesome thing here. Not new. It's been out for a while. Why did I wait so long on this? I was sleeping on it, Redcat. I'm sorry. I apologize. This is the Redcat Racing MT18, and I did not know for a year how much fun it was. Let's talk about it. All right, I'm not going to belabor this because there's been a lot of unboxing of this already. Let's check it out. Here's the first things to notice. 18 scale, 4-wheel drive, brush motor, and straight axles on this. They did change it up. It's running a lot of their Ascent parts, but they have a new axle for it. It is a straight axle, which is great. Big chevron patterned tires on here. Definitely have foams in them. They feel really, really good. They're heavy. They add some weight to it, make this thing land nice and solid. Got a little road rash on here. If you guys don't know, if you get blacktop and stuff like this on your car, a magic eraser will wipe that off. Get a little water on it, on the eraser, scrub on it, it'll take that off. I've got a couple of spots I need to remove it. There are two different colors of this. I chose the red and white one, but there's also a blue one, the Lawless edition. This is the Edelbrook Racing one. Looks really good. What I love about the stance of this truck is it looks like an older, like 90s truck. Definitely an older stylings, feels retro monster truck to me. Retro body, it works. I'll tell you what. So let me talk about why I didn't get this. Well, to be honest, I had the LMT Mini, which jumped higher, was a little bigger. I didn't think I needed this. I forgot the whole reason why I was trying to do mini monster trucks in the first place, because I was one of the early people. I know Kevin Talbot, we were trying to make these things out of whatever we could. And I started making parts for them, started sourcing parts, started talking with companies, having them help make them. FureTech was instrumental in that. Then FMS came along, and they were getting better and better, way better than what we were building on our own. And then the LMT Mini came out, and it felt like this was it. Now, the problem is, as I've started this racing club, West Michigan RC Monster Truck Racing, we've done our first couple of races, it's getting cold, and I'm like, all right, we should find a place to run indoors. Well, I can't find any place locally, any shops that are big enough to host what we want to do, and so I was looking indoors. Well, the LMT Mini makes things feel very small, very quick. Even though it is a small truck, if you have a pole barn, awesome, you'll race great in there. If you have a big racetrack, whoop, if you have a big indoor racetrack that you can convert and just remove, strip down, you can race there. That'd be great indoors. If you have a huge basement, it'd be great. I don't have any of these things. The shops I'm looking at have small spaces. We even looked before at some of the floors, and it was like, there's just not enough room, especially if you get people. You gotta have 2 lanes, all of that. Especially if you're just doing 1 lane, it's fine. You can run it indoors. 2 lanes gets tricky. You could do it time with 1 lane. That's not fun. You know, side-by-side drag racing is where it's at. Seeing, you know, the nerves of racing against somebody. That's where this comes back in. That's where getting back to this size makes sense. The tires on this really work with the 124 scale tires that we were doing before. So if you're doing the J Concepts, you can get their 24 scale. The FureTech tires work great on here. OGRC has some. Mofo RC has some that work great. There's lots of options in that realm for these. So for upgrades, there's already some. But the speed of this is great. But man, the steering angle on this is insane. So much steering. So you can maneuver this in really small spaces, which is why we're up here, why we've got the jump set up on the porch. I don't have a spot indoors for me to run this really in this big of an area like this. And where I do, there's stuff around, it just doesn't look clean. My wife would kill me. So we're doing it out here instead of there because I don't want to get all the black marks on here. We ran a little bit just to get the fall look for the intro, but we did scratch this body, and I'm bummed about that. We got the black marks, but it comes off. So here's this sweet little chassis that they've got. They got a cool scale looking chassis for this thing that they designed. It doesn't go all the way up, that's fine, but they've got the sponsor plates. They got the headers and stuff on here. Battery tray is kind of big and sticks out. It's a little bit of a bummer, but I get what they're doing here. They're trying to keep it low, so that was smart, low weight. And it came with a bigger battery pack than this. Here it is. 2S. big battery pack. This will last you a while with this thing. 7.4 volt, 2S, nice battery, fits perfectly in here. I currently am running this 3S one that I picked up for cheap on sale, Spectrum 300 3S, so you're going to get a lot less time with it, but boy does it make it snappy and still decent for indoors. So we're going to start by putting the 2S back in it, and we're going to show you what it looks like out there running the 2S, and then we'll do the 3S. But the nice thing about this is the size of it and the speed of it. It's not too fast, and it really handles in this space here. We got a couple jumps, a pumpkin as a corner, and a bunch of different layouts that we can run with just this setup. So let's do it. So you'd start slow, boom, hit, race around the corner, and then shoot it out for the end. That looked pretty good. But not a huge space here. You'd have to be double this wide though in order to have matching race lanes. So what is this? 1, 2. So that's 6 feet wide. And I'm saying it's probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 18. So probably 12 by 18. And you could have just the race lanes, but then you'd want room for people. So figure 20 by 20 would give you some room to run some races with these guys. But I really like this truck. I think the steering is crazy. It's very controlled, decent speed out of the box. And again, I'm just running it on the 2S battery that came with it. On 3S, this thing wakes up even more. So you could have some quick races. You could do a 2S class, let everybody change your tires, throw in a 3S, and do a whole nother class. Same truck. That was a nice hit off the start. There we go. I'm starting to get the one-handed down with this. It is like literally at the end of my reach. I need to 3D print a little grip for it. All right, one last hit here. Boom. Nice jump. You could come around this. Boom. The other way you could do it, let's get rid of my jump here. You could start here, jump, hit this one, whoop, jump here, and then end on your ramp there, back to your finish. So many options. Go across it, boom, hit it. So that's another race lane option, or you put this here like this, and you got to hit it both ways. So you'd start off your first jump, boom, kicker, nice and high, land it, swing around, hit it on the way back. That's pretty cool too. That's the nice thing about these Proline ramps, is they're able to be hit on both sides. I mean, you could end it with a big finale then. Put these side by side, keep it real tight, and hit, swing around, hit, and then have to jump this for your finish. That'd be pretty cool too. Anyway, just showing the possibilities, why I really like this for basement racing. This would be great with just friends down in a basement or in a garage. Don't need a whole lot of space. Move 2 cars out of the garage, you probably have plenty of space. Oh no, I did that wrong. I wasn't thinking. And then come back here and hit. So this is just kind of making it up on the spot. Again, I could just start here, go this way, hit these, and there, I've got a whole different race lane. Start with that, that's your first race. Easy, you don't have to change anything up, and you've already got another race set up to go with our original one, which was here, spinning around that guy, spin back around. That's your longer race for your second series. These for indoors are awesome. The speed is right, and we're gonna throw it on 3S and show you what it's like if you pep it up a little bit more. This little 300 battery is not going to give me nearly as much runtime, which is probably good because we don't want to cook anything in here. But I've seen a lot of people running these on 3S and they haven't complained about burning anything up yet. So we're going to put this in. It may mean that we'll have to change out some transmission gears or whatever later, but I think it's worth it for the speed boost you get with this. See if my one-handed driving can still wrangle this thing in. Oh, yeah, it's, oh, we didn't want to hit that one. Gotta remember my track. Oh, big air on the finish. Holy cow. All right, let's try and do that a little bit cleaner. All right, start. 3S, I'm actually kind of pulling back a little because there is so much power on the jumps. I didn't want it to sky so high, so I hit them a little slower, then hammered down. Ready? So a little light. I might need to get somebody to come film for me. Light. I hit that one a little hard. Got to spin all the way around these. Big air. Oh, into a slap wheelie. But we chose to do it out here. I was really trying not to get it out on the asphalt and tear it all up doing that right there. Because I plan to run these indoors. Keep it kind of nice looking. But I did it for a little intro video and I did get some black on the top there. I'm curious if this will backflip off this ramp now. It wouldn't before. Let's see if it'll do it. Oh yeah, 3S got it. Oh, and over. That's sweet. Yeah, definitely gets more air. Oh, I really want to be able to just kind of split over that. Anyway, if you guys were on the fence about this, and you were like me and you didn't pick one up, I think they're totally worth having. Different animal completely than the LMT Mini, but what a fun factor this thing does have. Holy cow. For indoor racing, I think this would be more fun in small spaces like this. Opens up the ability also for other shops to start doing it as well, because you don't need a huge space. In fact, I got this because I wanted to test it and see if it would work, because we don't have a shop in the area where I could run mini races for the winter, but this would allow me to. And that's the first thing I found after I drove this the first night. I was all smiles right from the get-go. And from those all smiles, I've just been running this thing non-stop the last 24 hours, charging the batteries and just playing around with it in between my editing phases. This was my like break time leisure. I'd run it on 3S and I'd do it on 2S. Oh, nice. But super duper fun. Oh, man, it seems like it would be even a little bit more able to save. The steering is insane on this. It's not even forced steer, and it's turning so tight, which is the other good thing about it for indoor running. I mean, really tight around this pumpkin. I got to get it centered or I'm going to hit it. I mean, it's tight. Oh, why do I keep hitting that? I think I just popped the body. Oh, nope, I didn't. That was sweet too. I'm gonna have links for these down in the description below, you guys, if you're interested, if you don't have a local hobby shop. Using those links does help support me, helps let Redcat know that people watch this on my channel and found us from there. And yeah, so it'd be cool if you use those if you were not in the area to buy one. I know locally for us, CCxRC had them, that's where I picked them up. And picked it up from Dave, and he's got at least another one when I was there, but he said he was ordering more. So come Christmas, this is a fairly good priced item. And with Michigan winters, it's something you can actually use indoors, which is awesome. So Get you a set of that, get you a set of these Proline ramps. We'll link those in the description below as well. But I mean, shoot, you could make stuff out of cardboard. Sorry, Proline. I think your ramps are awesome. And if I were doing racing, which I am doing now, I would totally buy 2 sets of them like I did, because it makes for equal race lanes. Cardboard, it'd be tough to get equal hits and different things on it. They're going to perform different. You can make them out of wood like I did as well here. Very simple. Nice thing about these is, again, we're hitting them both ways, right? Hit it this way. You can hit this. You can then make them go around it if you wanted. You can get creative. Boom, finish there. All kinds of options. All right, yeah, there's all kinds of options. There's nothing limiting you to how you set your tracks up and how you want to race with your friends. Again, you could make them hit this, go around this one, hit it again, then go around the pumpkin, hit it, and then end on this. I mean, you could get as crazy as you want to get and as crazy as your friends will let you be, because they're going to start complaining about forgetting how to do it at some point if you make it too complicated. But having the 2 sides to the ramps does allow for that, and that's something that I did not do with my wooden ramps because I was trying to make them nice and small. Well, these are nice and small and they're dual-sided. So we're going to be looking at some J concepts. If you're getting wheels and tire options for these guys, you'll want the 24 scale wheels and tires, I would say. The LMT mini ones are too big for it. I know they're all 18 scale, but not all 18 scale is the same. This works better with that 24 scale size stuff that we were running before. The FureTech wheels and tires, Mofo wheels and tires, OGRC. We'll have links to all that kind of stuff in the video too if you're looking to upgrade. Oh, what a wicked hit that was. But stoked by this small space basher. I'm just going back and forth on all this stuff right here, as you guys are seeing, having a great time. Boom, calling that final jump. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know, did you get one of these when they first came out? Did you see the videos and you're like, yeah, I do want that? Or did you hold off like me and you weren't sure? And now you're saying, okay, now that I see this running, I do want one. I think kind of explaining the difference and why they're both great. I think that's what it comes down to. They're both great trucks. This is cheaper. One, it's 120, 130 bucks cheaper depending on the deal. I've seen it actually 150 bucks cheaper, but if you catch a sale. But it's smaller as well, but out of the box this thing runs awesome. I paid 10 bucks for this battery, this 3S battery, and it woke it up even more. So the LMT Mini is fast. It's bigger, and it just wants to, I mean, it wants to be bigger than its size is. So the indoor spaces feel very small, very quick. And even running on this size area, it feels like it's jammed up. Where this doesn't feel jammed up, this feels really great in a small space like this. So that's the difference, you guys. Thanks for tuning in as always, guys. Have fun RCing. We'll catch you next time.